Welcome back to that Flight Sim channel, guys. This is Captain Gonzo, and as you can see, I've finally received my copy of Flight Sim 2024 in the limited collector's edition bundle. Now, obviously you guys know by now the big drama and the fiasco for those of us that ordered this whole set. It took a little bit longer than expected to get here, but guys, I'll be honest, after seeing all the issues that were present on launch day in those first couple of days, I'm happy that I didn't have to get involved with that. Captain Flacco did get a digital copy immediately the night of the release, and so he had to deal with those issues a little bit, but for the most part, you guys already seen on his videos that he's posted on our channel, he's had a pretty good experience. So anyways, we're taking a look here. This was recorded with my iPhone, by the way. I set it up on top of the box that this whole package shipped in, so not the best angle, not the best view, but I'm sure you guys have seen the contents inside this box already, but this is my own take on it. So we're just looking through. There is the Antonov 225 Media, or Dream, I believe. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Model. I've already set it up. I've got it on my desk here somewhere, and maybe another day I'll show you, but you guys know what an Antonov 225 looks like. It's just a toy version. Here's a steelbook with the little necklace and lanyard. It has your digital game pass. Nope, I'm not going to show it on screen. Good luck, guys. Good try, right? Maybe I'll make a fake one and try to trick people. But no, guys, it's pretty cool. All jokes aside, the Aviator series, the Steelbook, this brings back memories to Flight Simulator's 2004 Century of Flight that I forget what year it was, but they had like a special hard book, and I actually have it here with me. So this is what this reminded me of. But overall, I thought it was a pretty cool experience unboxing everything, going through all the contents, and getting up close and personal with what make this a limited edition or limited collector's edition. So anyways, guys, I'll let you keep watching. Then before we go into the game footage overall for our first impressions, I'll kind of have some highlighted scenes of individual contents from this box. Alright guys, so here we are doing some close-ups in the cinematic mode with my iPhone 15 Pro. Loving the details. I think it's cool to see this box. Now, does it make the simming experience any better? Nope, it really doesn't. We all know, right, what the big dilemma is with the simulator and the expectations, but we'll get to that shortly. Just take a second here, enjoy the visuals. And again, pardon the shakes and the unstable footage, maybe a little blurry. This was me at 3:30 in the morning after getting home from work with my iPhone, trying to be cool, trying to make it look nice. So just giving you a close-up, first-person take on what's included for this limited collector's edition. And again, I wanted to dedicate a segment of this video purely for the unboxing portion and highlighting the key features. Now, let's get to the good part, guys. Let's see what the simulator looks like and how it runs. Okay guys, so here we are in the simulator. This is all 2D footage, obviously, with TrackIR, and let's just get right to the bottom of it. Okay, I'll be honest, I already recorded some narratives over this video previously, and then I went and jumped into the simulator once again, and I changed my mind about my opinions. So here we go, what I like and what I don't like. Let's go to what I think is bad: the UI, or the user interface. I don't get it, guys. I get it in a way. It's supposed to be an upgrade. It's supposed to be an update as well from the 2020 version, but I don't understand why they made certain things a little convoluted, like the controls, for example. The controls is driving me insane. All right, it was so much easier in Flight Sim 2020 to just make a profile for every plane, and yeah, you had to go and select it by hand, but whatever, it just worked. For now, what I'm experiencing is almost having to remap and then rename certain files. I don't know. It's probably just me. Maybe I suck. So that's one of my biggest issues so far. Thirdly, the stutters. I was talking to Captain Flacco about this, and you might be able to see it here in some parts of these videos that I'm going to have in the background. I'm getting stutters with all the default aircraft and sceneries, but it's not performance stutters per se. It's kind of the camera shaking and stuttering a little bit when you pan around, especially with TrackIR. And if you guys have watched our live streams, you've seen us have those issues on Flight Sim 2020 where we have to press Alt-Enter and go into windowed mode and reset it back to full screen, and then the stutters go away. I don't understand why I'm having that issue. I've got a pretty high-end setup. I'm running an AMD 7950X3D, running 64 gigs of RAM and a 4080. So again, I'm not too concerned with my hardware. I just don't understand why the stutters are happening, and I'm still getting 90 and above frame rates per second. So I don't know. Asobo, whatever that is, please fix it for the love of God. Another point that I find incredibly annoying is the career mode. I don't know. I don't know. I've tried it. I got through my commercial license, and then I realized, oh, I don't have any money, so I have to start doing all these missions. I do the missions, and honestly, guys, it just doesn't feel right. Like, especially flying the Cessna. Keep in mind, I'm a private pilot. I've flown Cessnas for over 8-9 years now. I know what they feel like. There's just something off about the way the weather and the aircraft behave in the simulator. So, but it's only happening in the career mode for some reason. So I don't know. Lastly, one part that I am not liking is the photogrammetry. They said this was supposed to be a 1-to-1 clone, digital clone of the Earth. And before you guys say it, yes, I am running on a fiber optic network, internet from Quantum here in Central Florida. And I don't remember the speeds, but I can promise you and guarantee you, I have never had any single issues with bandwidth or speeds for downloads and uploads. So trust me, I will see if I can find those numbers after I record this video and put them in my description so that you guys know that I'm not just full of it. So yeah, the photogrammetry is just not populating as well in certain areas. However, here in San Francisco, for example, we're coming in for this visual approach in the 404. Everything's looking great. The trees look great. The ground looks great. But I did a flight out of Van Nuys yesterday, and it looked like dog crap, to be honest. I was pretty disappointed, man. I would take 2020 all day over what's happening on 2024 right now. But feel free to throw the tomatoes at your screen now. That's fine. This is just my opinion. But let's get to the good side of it, okay? I'm not just going to bash the simulator. I feel like there's plenty of that happening. We all know that day one, launch day, was a horrible nightmare. And again, I'm just glad I had nothing to do with that. Luckily, I was able to get into the sim a week and a half later, and I avoided all the connectivity issues. But here's what I like. The planes. I, of course, got the limited collector's edition, so you guys know that that means I've got the Aviator series, and I've got all the airplanes available, as far as I can tell, and I'm enjoying that so far. Really, for people that are starting fresh into aviation, I think this is the way to go, right? Because you're going to have many, many different planes, helicopters, and styles to learn and try with, and they're pretty detailed. I will give Asobo that. They did their job. They got us some quote-unquote payware quality aircraft out the box. So kudos to Asobo. Secondly, the loading times have been significantly better. But I'll be honest, in 2020, my only issues were initially loading the sim from the desktop. It took me about 6 to 7 minutes to load up. But once I was in the sim, guys, if I waited 30 seconds from when I pressed fly to spawning on the gate, it was a lot. So I'm not really noticing too much, but I will say at least starting up and jumping right in, it's consistently faster. How about that? That's fair. Thirdly, the lighting. I'm definitely noticing and loving the lighting in the game with the sunlight. I mean, it just looks crisp. The colors are, vibrating. They're radiant. I'm loving the grass. I'm loving the shadows. I think they did a phenomenal job with this. And if this is just a beginning and they're going to keep tweaking this, then I'm all for it, guys. Here's another point. As you're seeing it on the screen right now, this is the Phoenix at Orlando, the walk-around mode. I like it because it gives you a first-person take of what it feels like to walk underneath all types of aircraft or do a walk-around. And believe me, guys, I did this for many years in real life as a ramp worker, from everything from a Cessna all the way up to Antonov aircraft, 747s, military aircraft, you name it, I've done it, and this feels about right. So it's pretty cool. However, I don't like that if I want to spawn into a gate cold and dark, I have to do this walk around every single time. If you know of a way that I can avoid that or disable that, let me know and say, hey, Gonzo, you're an idiot. You just need to turn this setting off and you'll completely skip that. And then I'll happily eat my words. So it's cool. It's great. It gives you great perspective. However, I don't think it's necessary for every single flight, guys, okay? Another extra point that I want to get at that I like that Asobo is doing is the default AI traffic models. So like, look at that T6 right there hanging out. This is in St. Petersburg. I think they did a great job, and I've seen a lot of aircraft models that I have never seen before in a flight simulator. So thank you, Asobo, for paying attention to those details. Again, I'm not trying to bash them completely in this video. This is supposed to be an all-around experience so far and my first take. So guys, take that with a grain of salt. Let me know what you guys think below, and obviously keep watching, because we're going to keep trying Flight Sim 2024, especially as all these add-ons become available for it from 2020. So guys, thank you for listening to me ramble. Thanks for maybe wasting a few minutes of your life, but I promise you, I'm just giving you my opinion, and I look forward to seeing what you guys have to say. Anyways, we'll be seeing you guys very soon. Stay tuned for more content in Flight Sim 2024. This is Captain Gonzo with that Flight Sim channel. Happy flying, guys.